my fellow crafters, welcome back to Inspiration for Cards. My name is David and today I'm going to do something completely new. Something I haven't done before. It includes elements, of course, of things that I've done before, but I've never done actually an art journal. And I was infected by some things that I saw from some other people, and I felt, I think it's really nice to do. It has a lot of different elements in it that I like, working with mixed media, etc., etc. And then I saw there was a prompt from Elizabeth Kraft Design, the ladies that designed the art journal collection by Charlene and Ilse. And they have a challenge that's called Journal With Us. And that's a different challenge every month. And January prompt was corrugated cardboard. So I decided to join in the challenge. So I bought a journal, I bought some dies, and I thought, let's go, let's do it, let's try. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've used, this is what I made using the picture with all the prompts for the year, and that's going to be, it's just on some crafts. I've put some acrylic paint around, put this on, and now it's a little tag, and that tag fits in the front of the art journal. So for the whole year, I know exactly what to do that'll stay there. This is still empty. I'm going to make the first pages in there. So I've cut the pages out using the die from the Home Jungle set. That's the set that I bought. And actually it was really nice because when you buy this set, you get this journal for free. So that was a really good bargain. And especially if you want to start, that's a good package because it's got a lot of different dies in. It's got a pocket die in. It's got different ephemera, nice cabinets, etc., etc. A lot of different things that I still have to figure out because I don't have a clue. However, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make my first pages. But if you know me, and if you've watched some of my previous videos, you know that I like to plan. I like to compartmentalize what I'm doing. I do that with my planner. I divide the years in quarters, weeks, blah, blah, blah. And I wanted some kind of system for this as well. And when I was working in my head on this first page, I thought, let's Google colors January. And then I found this. And I really like this idea. This is a color scheme, it's a color wheel with different colors for every month of the year. So I added an extra challenge. Every month I'm going to use the colors on the color wheel for every challenge there is. So I don't know what exactly the challenge will be for next month. It could be anything, but I know the colors I'm going to use are reds and pinks. For March, greens, April, yellows, etc., etc. So that is something that works for me. This got me started on. Okay, I've got, from when I was making my different gel prints, I've got this one, and I thought, hey, this is a very cool one. I can use that as a base for my art journal. So I'm gonna work with this. I've got some bits and pieces that I've cut out of acetate that I've put alcohol inked on. I've got an extra piece, should I need it. I've got my circles that I want to use on there. I've got the January title. I'll explain how I made this. And so let's go. Let's have some fun and make my very first art journal pages. So I've got that here. I'm going to be, this needs to be aligned. I will like that. So the first thing I'm going to do is take some white acrylic paint, and I've got Amsterdam acrylics here. A big bottle, which I don't need, I just need a tiny bit. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on my old craft mat that is on my glass media mat, and I'm just going to very lightly thin this down a tiny bit and going around the edge. I don't want this real brown craft showing through, so I'm just gonna color the edge, and it can still show through a bit, but I don't want it to be as brown craft as it is now. Don't know why, that's something I've got in my head. So And what I like about this, from what I can see, I saw that on the other one as well, the acrylic paint sinks in and it gives it a bit more of a grayish look, which I don't mind. I like that. Okay, that's that. I'll put that to the side to dry. And then I'm going to take my piece that I've made with my gel press. And if you look at the colors, it's blues. The blues are on there, but it's also purple. Now I've done purple in my flowers that I made in the circles, but I want some elements of purple still on this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a brush and I'm going to take the same stencil I use here, but I'm going to slightly offset that because I can see this is how the stencil was, and I will offset that a bit, and I will just put on, using some VersaFine, put on some purple to bring that color purple into my page as well. And a lot of this will be covered because remember, the prompt was corrugated cardboard, and I'm gonna of course incorporate that on my page, but I want this as a base layer. So let me see. Yeah, I like that. You see, it just brings in a touch of purple. I think what I want to do is take my deckled edge cutter and just use that to give it a bit of a torn edge idea. Well, it's not just an idea. It looks actually like a torn edge. Okay, let me see how this turns out. I want to just tear off a tiny bit. I think I like that. Makes it a bit more natural, organic looking. And I will do the same here. Okay, let's do the same to this one. I just noticed that I need to make a white edge here as well, so I will do that. Line this up again. Okay, these are the base page is done. I'm just going to measure this out. I'm going to glue these on. Using a bit of the glitter art glue and give that some time to dry. So I'll do the same to the other page. I'm just going to take an acrylic block, put that on there and press it down and let it dry for a minute. Put something heavy on there. There. Done. Then the prompt was corrugated cardstock. Now I've got this big piece corrugated cardstock here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear it up. So I'm going to tear off a piece. And okay, gray was not in the color scheme, but white was, and I'll show you what I'm going to be doing with that. This is all nice and dry, so I'll put that to the side. And I'm going to work on my corrugated cardboard. Now what I want to do is I want to create a border here. Like so, but then, and I'm just tearing off what I think is right. No fuss. This is going to be here. want this to go till here. And this will fold with that. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do now is take my distress ink in Picket Fence. I think that's how you pronounce it. And I'm just going to slide that over my cardstock. Just over the raised part of it. There we go. So that is some white on there. And next I'm going to take a scrap piece of paper. And I'm going to take frosted crystal from the distress line. And I'm going to dump that on here. Then I'm going to take my heat tool and I'm going to melt this. Now you got to be careful with frosted crystal. It melts quite quickly. And if you heat it too long, it will become shiny again. And I don't want that. I want the matte effect from the frosted crystal. So, and somehow this melts quicker than normal embossing powder. And while this is still hot, I'm going to dump it over again. And this frosted crystal almost always sticks to itself. So, and I'm going to melt it again. Okay, what I'm going to do next, when this is cooled down, and it is, I'm going to take my distress crayon in Picket Fence, and I'm going to scribble that over the corrugated cardstock, and this will grab onto this frosted crystal. Because that has a sort of structure of being, well, frosted. That's why it's called frosted crystal, David. Use my finger, rub that in, and that's going to be on here. Then here I've got a piece of white corrugated cardstock. I've cut out the word January using the Planner Essentials, that was this one, Planner Essential Months, 1657, and I've put that on this corrugated cardstock. I've used my Distress embossing pen with the brush tip to put on some embossing ink on there, and again used frosted crystal and the Picket Fence to get this frosted effect. So that's going to be on there. Then what I've got, let me clean my fingers before I make a right mess out of everything. Then I've got these circles, and these circles I've cut out of a vellum, and the vellum I colored with alcohol ink. I really like working with alcohol ink, and this is a very nice effect. And I used a stamp, the stamp set Hope from the Beautiful Blooms, that's this one. And I've used this, this stamp actually to stamp on here, and I've used this top part on this one. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to color it in or anything. I think this is pretty nice if I put that here. So I'm going to start to assemble my page. And as I said, it's the first time I'm doing this. I'm just following my gut feeling and doing what I like, what I think is nice. So I'm going to put some glue on the back here. This one is going here. So I need to glue this one down first. And I've only put a bit of glue just slightly underneath, and I'm gonna do one little dot on at the top. Yeah, that's the downside of vellum. You see the glue. There was somebody that gave me a tip the other day that there was a glue that you could use with vellum that was not gonna see through. If that person can remind me, because that was during a live I did and I had no clue what they... I couldn't remember it. And this one is gonna go under here. And then I've got this little one that's gonna go there. There we go. So that's gonna be for that side. I'm gonna put this on. Mainly put the glue at the bottom to start with, because I'm not 100% sure yet if I want to tuck a bit more under there. And then the January prompt is going to be on this side. I will just put these circles, and I don't mind that much if you see the glue. It is what it is. There's no other way to get this on there. I like these circles. This is done with a circle die from Sizzix, and what it does, it cuts out a circle and a border. And in this case, I thought that was really fun to use in here. And the last little one I will put at the bottom, coming from underneath. Right, take my acrylic block and press everything down again. Okay, so that's that. Then I'm going to put on my January. I think I want that here, or no, I want that on this side. Oh, I think I like this as well. Okay, I will wait with that, because I'm still missing something. Let me think. I like some contrasts. I like the black contrast that's on there. I think what I will do is that I will use some of this foliage and I will cut that out of some black cardstock and put that on there. Okay, so I've cut out some bits and bobs. Cuts out beautifully. The dies from Elizabeth Craft Design always do a good job. And I think I made a good choice to do this because I think I like that a lot. Just to give it some contrast. I'm just debating with myself now. Okay, what am I going to do? Yeah, I think that's fun. And that'll bring it all together. I'm not done yet though, because what I really like is this effect that I have on here. So I will do that on the foliage as well, but I just wanted to work out whether I wanted it like this, yes or no. Actually, what I could also do is this and put just some dots on there. I think I like that. I'm gonna do some highlights on these, and then on these I'm gonna make little dots. And everything I'm doing here you can also do in a planner page or even on a card. I like mixed media. I like playing with different structures. I do that on my cards. I do that on my journals, and this is just another element of that. And I think maybe in this case you can take it a step further. Okay, let's assemble this and press everything down again. Make sure it's all well adhered. Nice, 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 nice. What I might do is work with some shadows. I've got this Arteza art marker, and I took a cool gray color. This is two-sided. It's got a chisel point and a fine tip point. And I'm just gonna very lightly go around the inside to give it a bit more dimension. And I actually like this. So I will do that everywhere. That was a happy accident. But I like that. It gives the page a bit more dimension. And I think it needs that. It needs a bit more contrast. Let me get my journal. And I will put these in. There we have it. My first ever art journal pages. I really like how it turned out, actually. I like the whole concept of mixed media and being able to just use different elements on there. This is a double spread. It could be the next one, could be a single one. I don't know. It's not February yet, so I will just wait and see for what the prompt for February is and make a new one. But here it is. This is my first ever art journal page. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider to give this video a thumbs up, give a comment below, and subscribe to my channel. That would really help me out. If you do so, thank you very much, and I love to see you for the next video. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.